take down the answer. Soft power means a country influence the other countries without the use of military force. The influence is spread through economic, social, cultural, and other similar means. That is known as soft power. Now write it down in second paragraph. American domination was the use of American soft power. Now we'll write the examples of American soft power. Give title. Some examples of American soft power. Under that, subtitle. First, educational exchange programs. I am repeating, educational exchange program. The United States is known as a student friendly nation. I am repeating, the United States is known as a student friendly nation, full stop. In last few years, comma, number of international students studying in the United States has increased substantially. Write down the spelling of substantially. 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 Second subpoint, internet dash. Propagation of democracy and freedom of speech. Propagation of democracy and freedom of speech through internet has been a soft power of in United States full stop. Third subpoint, food chains dash. Food chains in the United States have a global recognition. I am repeating, food chains in the United States have a global recognition, full stop. For example, dash McDonald's. On the screen you will get the spellings also. McDonald's, comma, Subway, comma, Pizza Hut, comma, Burger King, etc. These are the examples of soft economy of America. The answer is over. Now we'll move towards the question number 6. Answer the following question in detail with the help of given points. Discuss the European Union with help of given points. First is history, second European Commission, European Parliament, European Council, and last is European Court of Justice. Write the answer. First point, history. Give title history. Then under the title of history, start writing. On the screen, I have mentioned the same answer, the history of the answer. The Second World War, followed by the Cold War, gave rise to a constant instability which has always motivated the European countries to come together. I am repeating, the Second World War followed by the Cold War gave rise to a constant instability which has always motivated the European countries to come together. It is on this basis that European Union was established. Full stop. The European Union began as an organization which wanted to foster economic cooperation. I am repeating again. The European Union began as an organization which wanted to foster economic cooperation. Full stop. The idea being that countries that trade with one another became economically interdependent and so more likely to avoid conflict Now write it down. Second point, the European Commission. Give that title, the European Commission. Under the title, start writing. The Commission is the executive bureaucratic. The Commission is the executive bureaucratic arm of the EU. Full stop. EU in a capital letter. Bureaucratic spelling liha. BUREAUCRATIC. I am repeating. BUREAUCRATIC. Bureaucratic arm of the EU. EU means European Union. Full stop. It is mainly responsible for drawing up proposals for new European legislation. For new European legislation, spelling of legislation is legislation, legislation, comma, and it implements the policy decisions of the European Parliament and the Council of the EU. EU in capital letter. EU means European Union. I am repeating the same. And it implements the policy decisions of the European Parliament and the Council of EU. Full stop. Third point, the European Parliament. Give title, the European Parliament. Now the answer is the European Parliament is composed of 751 members. Composed of 751 members, comma, who are directly elected every 5 years. Full stop. It is a body entrusted, spelling of entrusted is ENTRUSTED, entrusted with legislative, comma, supervisory, comma, and budgetary responsibilities. Take the spelling of budgetary, 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 budgetary responsibilities. Full stop. Now next subpoint, the European Council. The title is the European Council. Under that start writing. The structure of the European Council. Consists of the presidents or prime ministers. Of each member state, comma, accompanied by their foreign ministers, comma, and a full-time president of the European Council. Full stop. The European Council meets 4 times a year, and provides strategic leadership for the EU. Now the last point, Write the title, The European Court of Justice. The European Court of Justice. Write down the answer. The ECJ, this is the short form of the European Court of Justice. Write down short form only. The ECJ in capital letter interprets, comma, and adjudicates. Take the spelling of adjudicates. 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 Adjudicates on, comma, EU law and treaties, full stop, as EU law has primacy over the national law of EU member states. I am repeating, as EU law has primacy over the national law of EU member states. In this way, we have completed with the question answers of the lesson number 1.